already discussed with you the statement of parallelogram law. And this law basically states that if two vectors need to be added, then they can be represented at two adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Then the resultant is given by the diagonal of this parallelogram formed. Okay, the resultant is completely represented both in magnitude and in direction by the diagonal of the parallelogram so formed. Okay, so here vector OA, that is vector A, OB, that is vector Q. Fine, they are being added vectorially. So what do we get? We are getting the resultant as the diagonal of this parallelogram, that is vector R, which is OC. Okay. Now let's see how, if we are not doing it graphically, if we want to do it mathematically, then what is the direction of this vector and what is the magnitude of this vector R. Okay. So हमें basically what would be our aim? I want to find out what is the length of this vector R, length of this diagonal of the parallelogram. So हमें vector R की length find करनी है. And then second thing we want to find is the angle alpha. Alpha is the angle which the resultant is making with one of the vectors, that is your OA vector. So because if I know alpha, I would also know what is the direction of the vector. So can somebody tell me what is theta here?
Angle between the vectors.
Yes, it is angle between the vectors when they are joined tail to tail. So look here. Here, when we had joined the vectors, where was theta? Look at it. Because we had joined them tail, head to tail, vector, this angle theta was at, look at that end of the figure. It was somewhere here. It was somewhere here. This is theta. But in this case, this is your angle theta because we have joined them like that, tail to tail. Okay. So now let us try and find out the length of this vector R and the direction in terms of this angle alpha. So again, we do a small construction. From point C, we drop a perpendicular on the x-axis as well as the y-axis. So from point C, I drop a perpendicular downward, D. From point D, I drop a perpendicular towards the x direction. Fine. So I have now made a triangle CAD. Now in this triangle CAD, if you see, what is sine theta and what is cos theta? Tell me. In triangle CAD, sine theta is always perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular hypotenuse would be
CD upon
बोलिए बेटा
CD upon CD.
upon CA.
CD upon CD.
So it would be CD divided by AC, right?
yes.
So this implies basically that I can write CD as AC sine theta. Now let's call this vector as P. Because A is already a point, so let's call this vector P. So this makes now CD will be written as AC is also, if OA is P, BC is also going to be P. If OB is Q, then AC is also going to be Q, opposite sides of a parallelogram. So this becomes Q sine theta. Okay? Now cos theta is
AD upon AC.
AD upon AC, base upon hypotenuse. So this implies we get AD as AC cos theta. Again, AC is Q, so Q cos theta. So this basically comes out to be Q cos theta, and CD, this comes out to be Q sin theta. Okay. Now it's like really simple. We go back to
Ma'am,
almost the same procedure which we followed for triangle law. हाँ जी बेटा बोलिए.
ma'am, we can say now that AD and CD are the components, rectangular components of AC.
We can say, but right now I've not discussed the components of a vector.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है? And basically right now we are just talking in terms of just simple mathematical expression. इसमें component वाला बात करने का actually कोई जरूरत नहीं है. This that concept, it is very much true, but not needed here. Okay, so we have got CD and AD in terms of vector Q. Now just consider a triangle OCD. In triangle OCD, just apply Pythagoras. Just give me a moment. This part of the screen doesn't work, so I'll have to take the mobile out of its case. So apply Pythagoras, and what do we get? As per the Pythagoras in triangle OCD, tell me, OC square would be how much? It would be OD square plus CD square. OD can be written as OA plus AD, and CD square. From this expression, let's call it 1, expression 2. From expression 1, I can write it as Q sin theta whole square.
Whole square.
Okay. So now I can, now OC is nothing your result but your resultant vector R. So R square equals to OA plus AD. OA is your vector P and AD is Q cos theta. So P plus Q cos theta whole square plus this Q square sin square theta. So Q square sin square theta. Now just open the bracket, use the identity A plus B whole square. So this would be A square plus B square plus 2AB. Now I just combine these two factors, take Q common, cos square theta plus sin square theta plus 2PQ cos theta. So that means my resultant, the magnitude or the length of the vector is given as under root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. We know that cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1 equals to 1. So this is the magnitude of my vector, under root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. Now if I want to find out the direction of this vector, again, so let us use, so what would be in triangle OCD? What would be the value of tan alpha? Tan alpha is perpendicular upon base. So it would be CD divided by OD. CD we know is 2 sin theta and OD is, this is OD is OA plus AD. So this is Q sine theta P plus Q cos theta. This gives me so alpha would be tan inverse Q sine theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. A body is simultaneously given two velocities. One which is 30 meter per second due east, and the other 40 meter per second due north. English. Fine. So 30 meter per second due east and 40 meter per second due north. Fine. So now you have to find out the resultant velocity. So you could that is totally your wish whether you want to do it graphically or whether you want to do
Pythagoras
it
theorem.
mathematically.
Meter per second.
The answer would be yes, 50 meter per second. That's what I'm saying. It's totally your choice whether you want to do it graphically. So graphically we can draw them as per a scale, 3 centimeter line and then 4 centimeter line, and then we draw the resultant end side of, so we will join them because we have joined them tail to tail. So this would be your parallelogram and this would be the resultant vector. So we already know if we apply Pythagoras, this comes out to be 50 meter per second. One way of doing it is this. The other way would be you use a parallelogram law. That resultant is going to be a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 90. Cos 90 is going to be 0. So this last term becomes 0. So this would again give you 50 meter per second.
Ma'am, we
So
can
as
also use the triangle law.
yes, we can also use the triangle law. So this is my vector of 30 meter per second. But do remember that when you are applying triangle law or parallelogram law, if you are doing it graphically, please you have to then use a scale that okay, we are taking this much. It's all the time better to do it mathematically. So the closing side would be this. Okay. If we want to find out the value of tan alpha would be perpendicular upon base. So 40 by 30. So we get tan and alpha is equal to tan inverse 4 by 3. Okay. Everybody has understood this because these are like the most basic of numericals. Next question is two forces whose magnitudes are in the ratio of 3:5. They give a resultant of 35 Newton. If the angle of inclination be 60 degree, calculate the magnitude of each force. So let's take vector A to be 3x and vector B to be 5x. Their magnitudes are in the ratio 3:5. So अगर एक 3x है तो दूसरा 5x होगा. They both give a resultant of 35 Newton. And the angle between the vector is given as 60 degree. So their resultant, let's say C vector is given as 35 Newton. So C would be under root A square plus B square. So magnitude of C. We use this to represent these two parallel straight lines. Mod, the modulus of this vector basically is representing the magnitude of this vector. So under root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 60 एंगल उन्होंने दे रखा है. ठीक है. So this would be 35 Newton equals to 3x whole square plus 5x whole square plus 2 into 3x into 5x into cos 60 हो जाएगा इसके आगे? हाँ
Yes,
जी,
ma'am.
11 से
Yes,
ठीक है.
ma'am.
तो बेसिकली इससे आपका सिर्फ x निकलेगा. ठीक है, इससे आपका सिर्फ x निकलेगा. तो what do you have to do? x निकलने के बाद just multiply it by 3 to get the value of a, multiply it by 5 to get the value of b. ठीक है. So look at the next question. A motorboat is racing towards north at 25 km per hour and the water current in that region is 10 km per hour. So motorboat is trying to go north with a speed of 25 km per hour. Water current is in that region is 10 km per hour. Okay, in the direction of 60 degrees. So we cannot. I'm redrawing the diagram because the angle of current is given as 60 degrees. So in the direction of 60 degrees east of south. So let's draw this. What would be east of south? Somewhere here. South के 60 degree east में जाओ. So this is the direction of water current. This is the direction of our motorboat. What are they asking? Find the resultant velocity of the boat. Okay, so boat is trying to go straight, but water is flowing at a angle as shown. So obviously the net effect would be water की velocity के कारण it won't be able to go straight. So where would it go? Somewhere here. What would be the resultant of these two? Somewhere here it would go. Let's not take it to be so lengthy. Okay, so you have to find out this vector. So again, in these kind of situations, it makes much more sense to just go with the mathematical expression. So just tell me now, what would be the angle between the vectors? Would it be 60 degree? Be loud, please.
Ma'am, 180
180
minus
degree, right?
120.
इसमें basically
120.
it would be that would be 120 because we need the angle between the vectors. Okay, so this is 60 degrees south of east of south is given as the angle which the velocity of water is making with the origin. Okay, so we cannot take 60 degree as angle between the velocity of motorboat and the velocity of vector water. So here this is the only important part of the question, that the angle which we have to take between the vectors won't be 60 degree, it would be 120 degree. So now it becomes very simple. The resultant vector would be given by motorboat square, velocity of motorboat square plus velocity of water square plus 2 into A into B into cos of 120 degree. So this would be cos of, tell me, cos of what? 180 minus theta is what? So it is
Sin
after
theta.
school.
Sin theta.
Sin theta or minus sin theta? Only sin remains positive in second quadrant, na?
Yes.
Only sin
Ma'am, in
remains positive.
second quadrant, cos is positive. No. Cos and with
No,
cos.
no, it is after school to college.
In fourth, cos is positive.
Fourth,
In
in
fourth, cos
quadrant,
is positive, but in
yes,
second,
in
sin
fourth,
is
that's what
positive.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So cos 180 minus theta would be basically minus cos, this would be
Minus sin.
minus
Minus
sin
cos theta.
minus cos theta और minus sin theta. Cos 180 है.
Minus.
मैम
Ma'am,
cos
minus
180 होता है तो
minus
sin
sin.
सेम रहता है ना, लाइक cos हो जाएगा वहाँ पे, minus cos होगा.
Ma'am, it will be minus cos theta.
Okay, so minus cos theta. This would be minus cos theta. So minus cos 60 degree. ठीक है? So if we put the values, we will get the value of our result. Clear? So resultant comes out to be under root 125 plus 100 plus, no, now it becomes minus 2 into 25 into 10 into minus half. Minus 250.
Ma'am, the square of 25 will be 625.
620. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Okay, so basically if we solve it, we'll get our answer. Okay. On a certain day, rain was falling vertically with a speed of 35 meters per second. So rain is falling vertically downward with a velocity of 35 meters per second. A wind started blowing after some time with a speed of 12 meters per second in east to west direction. So this is your east, this is your west. So wind is blowing like this. This is velocity of rain. This is velocity of wind. In which direction should a boy waiting at a bus stop hold his umbrella? So obviously, because of the velocity of wind, the velocity of rain is going to, the resultant velocity of rain would be different. Rain is falling vertically downward, but हवा के कारण वो थोड़ा सा tilt हो जाएगी, which we all of us have experienced, that it will take a slight angle. So somewhere here would be the resultant velocity of the rain. So let's call this velocity as V. So we have to find out in which direction should a boy waiting at a bus stop hold his umbrella. So we don't need to find out the vector V. We want to find out this angle theta. कि किस angle पे वो अपना umbrella पकड़ेगा. ठीक है? So now this is pure mathematics. You can see what would be the value of theta. Tan theta would be perpendicular upon base. This would be the perpendicular 12 by 35. So he should hold his umbrella at this angle so that he does not get wet. ये हमने सबने experience करा है that if you are traveling on, say, if you are riding a vehicle and you are moving ahead on it during rain, तो आप ऐसा लगता है कि the rain has tilted.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? So ये वाला समझ आया आपको कि how are we calculating this angle theta? Because our resultant velocity of the rain would be somewhere around here, as shown in the diagram. It would be somewhere along this direction. So we have found out our angle of umbrella. ठीक है? The next question says, okay, we don't really have time for next question. You can quickly take a screenshot. A river 800 meter wide flows at the rate of 5 km per hour. A swimmer who can swim at 10 km per hour in still water, wishes to cross the river straight. So basically he want कि obviously बात है, अगर स्विमर ऐसे स्ट्राइक आउट करेगा तो because of the velocity of water, if this is going to be velocity of water, so would he be able to swim directly straight? No. Ultimately he would end up swimming along this direction because of the current of the river. So along what direction must he strike? अगर देखो उसकी रिजल्टेंट वेलोसिटी ऐसी हो जाए, अगर वो डायरेक्टली एट 90 डिग्री स्ट्राइक करता है तो ही शुड स्ट्राइक समवेयर टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड और टुवर्ड्स द राइट साइड. ऐसे स्ट्राइक करे तो डायरेक्टली ऑपोजिट पहुंचेगा कि ऐसे स्ट्राइक करे तो डायरेक्टली ऑपोजिट पहुंचेगा? ए और बी?
B.
बेटा अगर देखो, अगर वो इस डायरेक्शन में स्ट्राइक करेगा देन रिवर इज गोइंग टू टेक हिम फर्दर अलोंग. ठीक है,
Yes.
रिवर उस पे अपनी वेलोसिटी सुपर इम्पोज करेगी तो व्हाट वुड बी द एंड रिजल्ट? एंड रिजल्टेंट वेलोसिटी वुड बी समवेयर this c would be the resultant velocity. Whereas if he strikes out somewhere along, let's call it OA and this along the OB direction, if he strikes along the OB direction, then velocity of river उस पे strike करेगी तो he can actually cross it straight. ठीक है, ताकि जब velocity of water उस पे सुपर इम्पोज हो तो end result क्या होगा? It would be along the same direction.